Chef Buck here, and today I'm going to blacken up a piece of fish. So I'm going to take this lonely little piece of fish and I'm going to blacken it up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. When you're blackening fish, not a lot to it. All you need is butter and too much spice and a hot skillet. I got a cast iron skillet here. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I'm turning on the right burner, and then I'm going to put it on medium-high heat and go ahead and start getting this skillet ready, because that's one of the most important things, is making sure that when you're ready to lay your fish in your skillet, that your skillet is super duper hot, you know, almost to the smoking point. Now before I put my spice on my fish, I'm going to melt up this little piece of butter. So now I got my butter melted up. I'm going to take my spice, and this is a lot of spice for one lonely little piece of fish. But you want to have too much spice, but it doesn't have to be overly spicy. You don't have to use a lot of hot spice. You just want a lot of flavor to cook on the outside of that fish. I got a little chili powder, little onion powder, garlic powder, some paprika, some salt and pepper, some Italian seasonings. You can use all of these spices. You can use whatever kind of mixture you like, but just go heavy on it. So I'm going to throw all this in a bowl here. Get my spices nice and mixed up. Now I'm going to take my fish, coat it in my butter. Get butter all around on the outsides of my fish here. This fish was actually a frozen piece of fish. I mean, if you can use fresh fish, that's fantastic. But if you're using frozen fish, you know, make sure it's completely thawed and that you've dried it. And then you can go ahead and let it sit out and get to room temperature. So now we got it all slicked up with butter. Now I'm going to take my seasoning and really give one side of my fish a nice heavy coating of spice. And since this is a thick piece of fish, I'm going to go ahead and coat the sides as well. Now we're just waiting for the skillet to heat up. Okay, I think my skillet is more than hot enough. So now I'll go ahead and lay my fish in the skillet. And when it hits the pan, it's going to sizzle. You want to make sure your fish starts to cook right away. Now make sure and use up all of my butter. Get this spice out of here. Now I'll get my remainder of spice and cover the uncoated side really well. And I know this seems like a lot of spice, but that's what blackened fish is. Now see how smoky that is? You know, I really need to have my air vent on, but that would muck up my audio. So I just gotta hope that I can cook this fish before my smoke alarm goes off. And it doesn't take long at all for fish to cook. You know, depending on the thickness of the fish. You know, just maybe 2 or 3 minutes each side. Alright, so now I'll give my fish a nice turn. Boom, and look at that nice blackened side there. Now what's the difference between blackened fish and burnt fish? There's no difference. I'm just over here burning fish. You know, it's just the spice. You know, you're just burning fish with spice on it. Now ideally you want to use a cast iron skillet for this. But if you don't have a cast iron skillet, that's fine. You know, I've blackened fish plenty of times in just a regular non-stick pan. You just got to make sure that it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Since this fish is a little thick, doesn't that look perfecto? I'm going to go ahead and cook the sides a little bit. Get a nice sear on my edges. So there you have it. A nice blackened piece of fish with that nice charred spice on there, that charred butter and spice. That's going to be a delicious piece of blackened fish. Looks like I need a little spot of color on there. Cherry tomatoes are perfect for a quick makeover. But you always want to use an odd number. You don't want it to be even. You know, you want to look dangerous. You want it to be unpredictable. I think 3 tomatoes does that. Ready in just a few minutes. I don't know what camera girl's eating today, but I'm pretty sure I got her beat. Ooh, look how nice that is. Life is hard without a camera girl. I'll tell you that. CG has a lot of qualities. So many good ones, but about her 8th or 9th best quality is being the camera girl. You just can't have too much spice. If you want to check out the recipe, I'll have it written down below. You can head over to myfoodchannel.com. Check out all our recipes over there. Thanks for watching and doing all that stuff. And I'll see you next weekend. Hopefully Camera Girl will be here. But either which way, either I'll be eating with her or I'll be eating all on my lonesome. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.